Hello and welcome everybody to the second Indy 500. I was gonna say first fun race with these, new Indy cars, but I got my co-host Bot beside me.
Hello, everybody. I'm very excited. It's going to be a chaotic race today. What, 10 cars or 12 cars did you
10
decide
cars
on?
make it in, 13 cars are able to sign up, but right now only 11 people have signed up for the race, and we have less people in the game actually. So let's get this race underway. Let's start off qualifying. These guys have been waiting for nearly 10 minutes now, so let's start this thing. Starting off with Tubop in the 12 car. You can go, Tubop.
Now, we all know Tubop. Tubop is a Spotify legend. He's won multiple championships.
By the way, take the access road when you...
Take the access road.
Yeah, take the access road. And you can't go on the track in the short chute. You got to come out on the backstretch.
But one thing Tubop does not have in his legacy for Spotify is a fun race win. So he's searching for his first to, he's the Spotify GOAT. So to make him the true Spotify GOAT, I mean, he has to win a fun race at some point.
And I actually didn't set up the images. I forgot to do that. The graphics. So let me just do that real quick.
Question, is it 1 warm-up lap or 4 flying laps?
So we get 1 warm-up.
So this is a warm-up.
Now Tubop is coming on to his actual lap.
So here's how we're going to do this. Because in the Indy 500, they do a speed average. Obviously, we can't do a speed average. So what we'll do is we'll take a lap average of 4 laps. And obviously, you could have some stellar laps, but 2 bad laps. So it's really about being consistent here. Tubop rolling 210 down the back straightaway.
He hit. Okay, well, might have to do a couple extra laps. If you so essentially, if you hit R, it enables the pacing button, and I'm not sure Garth.
Oh, so he was typing.
Yeah, Tubop, keep going.
Keep going, Tubop, keep going.
So, I guess I'll have to get up to speed again. But yeah, Tubop, Spotify legend. One of the best racers in the series. Right now, trying to get his first Indy 500 win, which the last time we did an Indy 500, Pug won it, surprisingly. And
I don't think that's very surprising, but...
All right, there we go. Back up to speed, coming into turn 1.
See, off the gas a little bit there into turn 1, which I was surprised.
That first lap will not count, so... You get 4 laps. 4 laps, we take the average from all of those laps. And Bob is here.
I'll get my calculator open right now, Mark, to do that.
Okay, thank you.
On my spare screen. If I can type.
And you can see the telemetry at the bottom here. See where he's turning, how fast he's going into the corner. Usually, about coming into 1 and 3 after those long straightaways, you're about going 221. Especially when you're not in draft, you're going about like 222, 223. But once we get in draft, once you see those cars start to pick up pace, drivers are going to have to let off the gas because already, it's a little bit difficult to make the corner.
Tubop's first lap, a 41.467.
Let me get near the timing board.
I got the timing board. I got the timing board.
Coming down the backstretch here, 41.367. We've seen a little bit better laps than that, and I think that was just because he kind of messed up after hitting R. In which, Garth, have you been able to figure out if there's a button to do pacing? Because if not, then we probably won't be able to do it. Because Garth is going to be slow. Unless Garth can just pace on his own.
Tubop's second lap coming across the line. Way better, 49.63.
49 or 41?
40.963.
Okay, 40.963. Yeah, there we go.
A solid lap right there from Tubop.
It's a very solid lap from Tubop right there. He was just slow on the first one. That's it. So this is his 3rd lap, actually, coming down the back straightaway here. And you see right where that wall juts out. That's kind of where you see guys turn in. And, as someone who, with the qualifying cars with these aren't the qualifying cars. These are the race cars. But the qualifying cars that Bubble made were so difficult to run. Very loose. The car was very pointy. And as someone who actually did try to qualify for the Bubble 325, ended up messing up on my last lap, in which I would have made it in. But these cars are very difficult. And even with the cars itself, you have to let off so much when you're in draft. These cars are very difficult to manage. So we're definitely going to see the best of the best out front and the worst of the worst out back.
Yeah, it's gonna be a it's very technical, very finicky, you know, one wrong input and you're gone and around. I mean, it's very little margin for errors. Tubop ran another very good lap of 49.83, coming across the line for his final lap. We will see what it is.
This is his last lap.
A 41.083, which gets us a 4-lap average of, oh, I forgot to divide it by 4. 41.124.
All right,
so not too bad there for Tubop.
What was it, 41?
41.124. That
right.
first lap kind of tanked his entire time, but he ran 3 very solid laps at the end.
41.124 for Tubop. Let's see who is next here. I believe it is...
Where the frick are you going to add TNVCs?
I did it already. I'll just drag you there. So who is
no, it's
next?
CTG or Northern, one of the two.
Who is... Tubop's pulling in. All right, Ancient's going now.
Oh, Ancient. They're all on the same team, I see.
Ancient, hit R, buddy. You don't have to pace.
Ancient selling his speed already out of the chute.
Is Bob... Bob, are you racing or not? Because he said that he couldn't make it.
Here we
All right,
go.
well, here we are.
Into turn 3 and 4. Ancient on his warm-up lap. And that beautiful number 22 Lotus. What manufacturer is that?
This
what, are we Hondas or
I'm
are we
pretty
Hondas
sure
or,
that's Chevy. Yeah, that's Chevy.
Are we Hondas or Chevys? The beautiful number 22 Chevy Lotus.
Here's Arnie Yoda.
Across the line, rolling to 17.
All idiots, bro. They all ran the same car, bro, in
God,
2011.
Get off the stage. Absolutely.
Okay. Also, Garth, have you been able to figure out if there's a button to pace? That's... You can see.
No, I kind of don't want. I kind of don't feel like pressing on my buttons right now. Like, for
do
real,
it because we had. That's how I figure out if we're gonna do pacing or not. That's how I have to figure out if we're gonna do pacing or not.
Very fast into turn 3 and 4. Looking. Actually, I don't know. I think it was a little slow. 219. I think I saw Tubop going 221.
It was a little bit. Was a little bit
bad
slow,
lap.
I think.
Ancient on the brakes a little bit there. That's kind of gonna tank his time.
He was also
across
a little bit,
the line this time.
He was also a little bit high in turn 4 right there. What time was that?
41.263. Not a very good lap there for Ancient. Still better than Tubop's, but Tubop wrecked. So.
Well, not really wrecked, but he accidentally.
Yeah, he accidentally. Well, he slowed himself down. So I think a little unfair judgment there.
Down the back straightaway this time, Ancient in the Lotus 22 coming into turn 3. About 222 miles per hour. Or, oh my god. 222 is mile. Oh my god! 222 miles an hour right there.
He was also going 219, but. Crossed the line this time. 216, 17, almost pushing 218, a 41.183. Slight improvement for Ancient.
And we saw Tubop put up some pretty good laps right there. Got in the grass a little bit.
That's going to hurt him. Surprised he didn't wreck there.
Is it wreck quality? Yes. Or, well, it's... If we have less than, like, 13 people, you can still show up. It's just you'll be put TTB, essentially.
Pretty solid corner there from Ancient in turn 3 and 4 after his mishap there on the first lap, or excuse me, the first corner.
Yeah, and the one thing about these cars is that you have to be picture perfect with these cars. No mistakes, little margin for error. And how many laps has that been for Ancient so far?
That is his third, and he just broke the 41. 49.96 for Ancient into his final lap.
These cars aren't like the other ones. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
These cars are not like the qualifying cars at all. They don't want to spin out as easy. And if you do make contact with another car, it is very easy to spin out. But these cars do not want to spin out as easy. They're not going as fast. They're not as difficult to run. Because with the qualifying cars, you have to be very precise in the corners. Can't turn too much. If you turn too much, then the car is going to go around, snap loose. Let's see what Ancient gets right here.
Cross the line. Ancient gonna run a 41.167, and after tallying up those lap times, his 4-lap average looks to be a 41.152.
All right, so that's gonna be just behind Tubop by about 0.03 of a second.
Pretty solid there for Ancient.
We'll see who's next right here. CTG. It is CTG.
Yeah, CTG is a name we talk about here in the Spotify Cup Series a lot. You know, I mean, not anything against CTG. Didn't have a stellar season last season. Not really, you know, a fun race sweeper like you could describe, you know, I don't know. Who's a good fun race driver?
I mean,
Timmy, Pug. They're the only people with 2 wins, so... I mean, I think Tim's fun race performances are honestly better than his real driving performances. As onto turn number 3 and 4 for CTG. Very interested to see how he does. Also branding that Lotus, this time the number 7 Chevrolet.
and down the front straightaway. That's actually a McAfee, not a Lotus, but...
A what?
It's called, the sponsor's McAfee, not Lotus.
Oh, shit.
Into turn 2. CTG out of turn 2. Looked pretty clean for the first 2 corners there, although he's a little bit down the racetrack. Not sure why that is. Maybe a little bit of lag. And just a little bit high right there. Gonna have to get off the gas. That's gonna kill his momentum coming into turn 4. You see it. Yeah, 205. Everyone else running 209. Maybe a little bit 210 right there. So that kind of kills his momentum. I want to see what this first lap is gonna be.
Yeah, not the best lap out of a 41.367. Not very good.
And into turn 1. Looked a lot better that time. Now into turn 2. Got it on the bottom of the track. And that's the problem. That's what we talk about a lot. When you get too high on the track, you might wash up, hit that wall. You might have to let off the gas a little bit. That's going to kill your momentum. So you just got to be really precise with the car.
Yeah, he's almost in the wall again. Very close. He was rolling a lot of speed there.
That's a lot of speed.
That's a great lap. Yeah, great lap there from CTG.
I think he hit the grass a little bit, though. His car kind of lost a little bit of speed, but we'll see right here. That looked pretty good.
Oh, it wasn't that good. 41.033. It looked better than I thought.
You carried a lot of speed in the short shoot right there. Nearly hit 214 coming into turn 2, and down the back straightaway right here, CTG on his 3rd lap out of 4.
Carrying a ton of speed, 219, 220, 221 there, going down into 3. Gets off the gas. Oh, he's in the wall. That's going to kill his lap. CTG slams the wall. Yeah, and only going 207, 208 here. That is not very good.
Yeah, you get one warm-up lap and then 4 timed laps. Just like
Honestly,
Bubble
it wasn't
did.
as bad. Wasn't as bad as I thought. 41.196. So still not a terrible lap.
We haven't seen anyone really crack on average the 40s.
I mean, it's a little hard to do that without draft though. So
5 plus your lead pit lap. Yep. Or no. You 4 timed laps, but then once you leave the pits, 5. That clears it up a little bit.
TG carried a ton of speed there.
Final lap.
I don't know.
Yeah, just lost a little bit of speed mid-corner.
Tapped the wall. Uh-oh, that's going to tank his time. Went into the 190s. Not what you want to see. Now 41.517 for that final lap.
Yikes. All right, that's it for CTG.
His 4-lap average is going to be a 41.278.
And then
not
pull
what you
it,
want to
pull
see
it down
there.
pit road, CTG. Just get on the apron if you can. All right, next person can go. I'm not sure who it is.
Should be Timmy. Nope.
Northern
Rail fan.
One of the better drivers in the league, I'd say. Although it seemed like he's definitely a little bit struggling with these cars in practice. Especially in the draft. In the draft, I'll tell you what, that's going to be killer. You're going to be going 230 miles an hour coming into each corner. You're going to have to let off the gas a lot. You're just going to have to get used to it.
Yeah, and here's what I'm going to say. Whenever Northern Rail fan's on the track, it's always an exciting race. I mean, he brings the excitement. Very talented driver. But yeah, in practice, he was not as capable with the car as I thought he would be. You know, I'd like to see a little bit more out of him, and I'm hoping we see a little more as he's coming onto his first timed lap.
First time lap for Northern here, and unlike the qualifying cars, you don't need like 3 laps to get up to speed. You just essentially need that 1 lap coming out of pit road.
Here he is onto the back straightaway.
He carried a good amount of speed,
yeah, I was about to say going like 209, 210 out of the corner. Very solid for Northern.
And now coming into turn 3, 222. Oh, got in the
That's
grass
solid.
a little bit there.
Oh,
Into the
no.
wall.
Oh, hard in the wall. 190s. Just a little too much push out of Northern. Big mistake. That's going to tank his lap time.
Also, what was CTG's average?
It was like a 278. Yeah, 278.
41,
Northern's first lap,
278.
pretty similar, a 283. 41.283. Northern's first time lap.
So, oh yeah, way too high in turn 2 right there.
I mean, he still carried a decent amount of speed, but I mean, he was way too high. That's gonna kill his lap time. 219, 220, 21, 22, down into turn 3, sailing it in, hoping not to hit the wall this time. That was perfectly executed.
Yeah, it's just this lap's going to be a little bit slow. Just got to be precise, got to be perfect, and in turn 2 is just a little bit high on the racetrack. You want to get down, kind of hit that white line, but you don't want to go in the grass. That's going to slow you down.
41.113, so not a bad lap, just kind of average right there.
You see him get a little bit scared. Got a little bit close to the wall, turned down a little bit. That's going to kind of ruin his speed coming through the short chute there, but now down the back straightaway and into turn 3, Northern Railfan. Looking like a not too bad lap so far.
Yeah, no, this lap's looking pretty good. 222 again. He's able to carry that speed, but he's not been able to get a good time on the board, whether it be to hitting the wall or going too wide. But this lap is looking pretty solid here. Carrying 208 out of corner exit. We'll see across the line. 41.117, so it's actually worse than his last lap. That's pretty surprising. I mean, it looked pretty solid. On to his last timed lap.
213 coming into turn 2. That's pretty solid right there, but 208 coming out of turn 2. 4 laps for each track. What?
So it probably means each driver, but Northern back down into turn 3 for the final time. Carrying some solid speed. Is he going to be able to finish it, though? Off 4 for the last time across the line. Northern Railfan, final lap was a 49.333.
That's
very solid lap there from Northern. That's going to put his average to a grand total of a 41.12. Pole for Northern Railfan.
Northern Railfan has the pole right now.
And that's exactly what I see. Northern a little shaky in practice, but he's always going to do good on the track. Great laps there from Northern.
Pulling it into pit road. Let's see who's next. It is Tim.
We have a fun race sweeper. One of the only 2 drivers to win 2 fun races in his career. Tim tied with Pug. He's going to look for the fun race lead tonight. And I mean, obviously, Tim's a very talented racer, known more for his road course endeavors. Take the access road. Take the access road, Tim.
Take the access road.
Don't know how we're going to treat that one. He went entirely on turn 2. Penalty?
You could probably say it's like a 5/10 penalty for his first lap.
5. Whoa, 5/10. Oh, come on. Give him like a 0.1 penalty overall.
0.1?
Yeah,
0.2.
That's a big penalty. Fine,
0.2.
0.2 penalty overall
That's
for
better.
Tim. Uh-oh, that kind of ruined his lap. Hit the apron there a little bit in the grass. Not going to be going too fast coming onto his first time lap.
I just take it from here because I got to do the graphics real quick, so...
Mar putting his graphics up into turn number 1, 213, 212, rolling a decent amount of speed. Not a lot, though. We saw Northern roll 214 through that corner, 207 out. Yeah, he's about a 1 mile an hour shorter than Northern. That's because he got on that apron in turn 3 and 4. So obviously that's going to hurt his lap. Still looking solid. 21 into turn number 3. Off the gas, though, which I'm very surprised. Is he's in the wall, maybe? I think he did. He's down to 210. It was really close. Sources are telling me that he did hit the wall. 211, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 across the line. A 41.179 for Timmy as he dives it down into 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2, Timmy rolling 208 miles an hour down the short chute. 213, 14, just trying to get up to speed. Number 10 target, can't tell the manufacturer, looks like it's a Chevrolet. 212, 13 off turn number 3. Timmy right on that apron, might help him, might hurt him, we'll have to see. Coming across the line, lap number 2 for Timmy. First one was a 41.179. His second is a 41.250.
It's looking pretty solid for Tim right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing all right here.
It's all about consistency. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, it's very, very much consistency game. You can have a ton of good laps, and then one really bad lap kind of tanks your time. We saw that with Tubopt. Obviously, he had that mishap. It's Tim heavy in the wall. He's going down to the 190s. Not a good lap from Tim, and that's exactly what we said. One lap can tank your entire average. Tim had 2 solid laps, but coming across the line here, going to be a 41.333. Not a very good lap
Final lap
there from
right
Tim.
here for Tim.
Okay.
I'm back. Sorry, I didn't make that clear, but just tap the wall right there in the short chute.
208 out of corner exit. Not bad for Timmy. Down the back straightaway for the last time.
Coming into 3 here. Let's see. It's all about just preserving that momentum and just went a little bit slow right there. Hit a track bump.
Didn't really hurt him that much.
It did, kind of. You went 209 out of that corner. We've seen a lot of people carry 213, 212.
Down the front straightaway for the last time. Timmy, his last time lap. 41.229 for Timmy,
so
which is going to put his total average to 41.248.
We started at like 423, so it's been like 20 minutes, yeah.
41.248
We're not going to do 2 qualifying, though,
for
because
Timmy.
that's just going to take a bit. All right, Orange. Anyway, what was it again? Sorry?
41.248 for Timmy.
Okay.
I think that puts him P4.
41.248. That puts him P4 in front of CTG, behind Ancient, Tubopt, and Northern.
Now here's a real bro going on track right now, Orange. And Orange has been a little recluse from the Spotify Cup Series as of late due to personal issues. But here he is in that number 2 Izod. Can't see the manufacturer. Looks like one of those bow ties, I think. Can I get some intel on that? But Orange, I'm very excited to see what he has to offer today.
Chevrolet.
Yeah, Chevrolet off turn 4. And I mean, everyone loves Orange. I mean, he's one of the true OGs. I mean, he's a joy to be around. Onto his time lap, 2:18. Looking pretty fast into turn number 1.
Yeah, went to this race IRL as well. Saw Alex Palou get his first Indy Oval win, so.
Oh, exciting. Ooh,
pretty cool for him, but yeah, just a little bit of a bad corner right there in turn 2. Now coming down the back straightaway. He's a Truck Series champion in Spotify, but we'll have to see about his IndyCar efforts right here as he dives it down into turn 3.
A little high.
Yeah, definitely a little bit high. Didn't really carry a lot of momentum off that corner as well, and you see it just let off the gas right there, and
yeah.
A little bit low on the front stretch as well.
Lap. Yeah, very low on the front stretch, which is a little surprising. Tim, Orange across the line. Oh, bad lap. 41.663. Not very good.
And you see it right here, on board with Orange, just a little bit high on the racetrack once again. You got to nail down where you turn in right there, and just lost a lot of speed. That's going to cost him. It's going to cost him a lot of speed.
Didn't look like he lost a ton. It's going to cost him a lot of time. Oh, high up the track, in the wall. Contact there for Orange on his second lap. In the wall again. Uh-oh. Down to the 190s. That's going to hurt. 41.663 is his first.
And
his second is a 41.917. Oh, no.
And remember, if you wreck in qualifying, you lose a wheel or you lose a front wing, then that's quote-unquote a DNF. If we don't have enough people, then you'll still race. It's just you'll be put TTB for qualifying.
Yeah, Orange is going to have to put some real heaters for these next 2 laps if he wants to get a chance at the top. Going 222, though, off the gas a lot in the corner entry.
You see him lifting a little bit, and the thing is, you can take these cars full throttle. You just got to be precise with it, and it's not that hard to take it full throttle, too. I think Orange is just trying to be conservative, trying to make it to the end. Probably saw what happened last night, and now he's a little bit concerned.
And not a great lap again for Orange, of 41.546.
Entered that corner way too shallow, too, but he preserved a little bit of speed off. Not as much as we've seen a lot there, but just way too high on the racetrack.
Oh, yeah. Not a great corner there for Orange. Very high up the track again. Rolling 218, 19, 20, 21, down into 3 and 4. In the grass a little bit. That's going to hurt him. Down to 190s. Not looking like a good set of laps here for Orange.
You know, he's just entering way too shallow. That's what I noticed coming into turn 3 right there. He was in the middle of the track. Everybody entering that corner has been right up against that outside wall. As we see Orange right here. I think that was his last lap, right? Was it?
Yeah, it was a 41.433 on his final lap. Not good. A 41.6.
All right, bring it to pit road. Bring it to pit road.
41.64 for his average. That will put him solidly in last. Now Garth. Number 9 target.
Chip Ganassi Racing Machine.
Yep, Chevrolet. Honda? Honda.
Is it Honda?
I thought it was Chevrolet. Looked like a Honda.
Did Garth lie to us? Let's see.
There's no Chevy.
Chase cam. There is a Honda. It is Honda. All right.
Okay, well, that number 9 target Honda. Dive down into 3 and 4. Or excuse me, just turned 3. Going on to his time lap. Garth is somebody who, you know, he's an OG. He's very old, first of all, but you know, I don't think he's someone to take very lightly. I think Garth's going to be pretty competitive. He's on a controller, which I think is a little superior. He's rolling 218. A lot of speed into turn number 1 for his first time lap. Yeah.
Although you just got off the gas a little bit right there. Didn't preserve the momentum. But still, Garth, he's a very cautious driver. And if he does qualify for this race, gets into it, we'll probably see him at the back all day. Let the people up front get a little bit racy. Let those guys wreck out. We've seen him do it in every other fun race. He does not want to DNF. He is always so consistent at finishing races. And you see 215 through the short chute.
I was about to mention he went 223 into the corner, 215 across the short chute. Lost a little bit of speed out of turn 4, but that was a phenomenal first lap from Garth across the line. 49.83. That's the best we've seen all day, and that's just his first lap.
Like to see a little bit more out of him. That was a blazing fast lap from Garth. See right there, just a little bit high, gets a little bit close to the wall. But now we head down the back straightaway. See if we can carry that momentum through turn 3 once again. Did it perfect last time.
Not going as fast this time, only 221. But look at that, he's still able to carry a ton of momentum, very conservative with the wheel. That allows him to keep a lot of speed out of corner exit. Across the front straightaway. This time, we're going to see what his second time lap is. I don't think it's going to be as good as his first, but it should still be solid. Yeah, not that great. I mean, pretty average, a 41.217.
Yeah, it wasn't that good that time, but still, you see him kind of tap the, like, you see him kind of shake the wheel a little bit off the corner. That's him trying to get the car straight, trying to gain some momentum. And that's what you do with the qualifying cars. That's what you should do with these cars. As long as the car is straight, you're going to be accelerating much faster than if you are when you're turning. Because these cars kind of behave a little bit weirdly.
Oh,
yeah, 190.
Oh, no.
That first lap was fast, but right now he's kind of losing the pace a little bit.
Off onto the front straightaway for his penultimate time. Not a good lap this time from Garth, as it reflects a 41.363 onto his final lap into turn number 1.
A little bit high on the racetrack there. Does not preserve the momentum very well through the short chute. Coming out of turn 2, as we're on board with him right there. You kind of saw it. He kind of like moves the wheel a little bit. And right now there's no cutoff. So everyone who has qualified so far is good. Also, did we get average for Orange?
For Orange? Oh, I told you. I thought I told you that. It was a 41.64 flat. 41.64 flat. 41.64. Right. As Garth, onto his final lap here, a 41.3 flat for Garth, but I think that first lap's still going to help him as we divide it by 4. It was all right, a 41.216 for Garth.
Okay.
216, which puts him.
216. All right.
Oh, that 41.983 was not the best we've seen all day. Northern ran a 49.33. And Two Bops ran a 49.63. So those are the 2 fastest laps we've seen all day.
All right, I think Sabas is up next.
Nope, Arnioto.
No, it's Arnioto. All right.
And now here's someone who has really turned it up in his recent, road racing ventures. Arnioto, back in the day, wasn't known as, much of a road racer, or much of a talented one, but Nowadays, he's one of the best in the business. Every league, every track, he's always a contender. And he showed it 2 fun races ago at Daytona in those 2006 cars. Arniotto took home the checkered flag. So pretty excited to see him today, you know, what he's going to be able to do. And that, is that a, what scheme? What am I looking at? What sponsor is that?
This, I have no clue. BMC, yep. BMC Chevrolet for Chip Ganassi Racing.
Across the start-finish line, coming on to his first time lap.
And this is another guy who tried to get into the bubble 325, put up a lot of practice, just like me and Naruto did, but was outdoing things other than row racing, so sadly he could not qualify for it. But he was definitely pretty fast. I'd like to say that he's definitely going to be one of the guys who would like to pay attention to, but he lifts a little bit right there. Coming into turn 3, killed his momentum.
Yeah, on the apron a little bit. That might have hurt him as well. Coming to the line this time, we're going to see Arniotto's first lap time of 41.283. So about a pretty average there for Arniotto.
Going through the short shoot here. Yeah, once again, hit a little track bump there. Kind of lost his momentum and then got into the wall.
Very briefly.
Not what you want to see if you're Arniotto.
Only 218 there into turn 3 and 4. Not the best from Arniotto. He keeps a decent job, though, at maintaining speed for what he had. On the apron once again. Trying to salvage that lap. You know, made a mistake there out of turn number 2. Across the line this time. A 41.263 for Arniotto. Almost identical to his first.
And now coming in, a lot of speed coming through the short shoot right there. Kind of like what we saw with Garth, 213 miles an hour. Not as good. Garth had 215. And I think he just barely got into the wall down the backstretch right there. You touch that wall down the backstretch, you're going to lose a lot of ground, lose a lot of speed. And had to get out the gas right there, tag the wall.
Or close. It was close. On the grass a little bit. 190s. Not a very good corner there for a set of corners for Arniotto. Still come across the line, and his lap's probably going to reflect that. A 41.35.
And who was the last person to qualify again? Who was it?
I believe it's Sebas, but Arniotto still has one more
It was
lap, by
Garth.
the way. Oh, the last person to go. I thought you meant the last person on the
I forgot that if I had them on my notes page or not. But anyways, Arniotto final lap. This isn't really looking too good. I think it will still be better than Orange, but he's made a lot of mistakes so far.
Oh, he carried a lot of speed, though. 212, 213. That was solid into turn number, or in the short shoot between 3 and 4.
It's a little bit high through turn 4, though. Down the front straightaway for his final lap.
Coming across the line. 41.096. So not bad there for his final lap. The 4-lap average, though, is going to be a 41.248.
Same exact time as Tim.
Wow, impressive. I can do the tiebreaker really quickly.
Who just spawned a car? Oh, Cole's here.
Let me do the tiebreaker.
Although I don't know if Cole signed up, though. I mean, yeah, he didn't even get a car, so. Sebas is going right now, though. Yeah,
you
Sebas
commentate.
didn't
I'm finding the tiebreaker.
Okay. Now a lot of people were pretty angry at Sebas in practice. I guess a lot of things were happening, and Sebas he's not really known for being fast, but let's see if he can prove everybody wrong here.
By the way, Timmy gets the
I'm not trying to be
tiebreaker.
rude, but
Timmy gets the tiebreaker. He had a 247.75, whereas Arniotto had a 248 flat. So Timmy with the tiebreaker.
So that means Tim is currently 5th right now. The qualifying positions, as it stands, currently Northern first. Yeah, this is the boss's first time lap.
It looked pretty solid, I think. I couldn't tell. I thought he was going pretty fast there down into turn number 3. As, yeah, 41.017. Pretty solid there for Sebas.
Sorry, my
onto the
dad
back
was texting
straightaway,
me.
off the
Ooh.
short shoot. He made a big mistake. He was going in the
Oh, yeah, never
180s.
mind. Cole did.
179 CTG reports. Not good for going a measly 216 into turn number 3. In the grass again and off the gas again. Uh-oh, this is not a good lap for Sebas.
Yeah, this kind of sucks for Sebas. And down the front straightaway right here. Let's see if he can just put up any sort of lap. He needs...
42.579 for Sebas. That is
now
not
he's
good.
gotta... Now he's just gotta, you know, find a groove. Get in rhythm.
Oh my, he's gonna have to
The best drivers have the worst memory.
God, you said that to me yesterday after we were arguing, bro.
But best drivers have the worst memory, and Sebas, he just needs to forget about that lap. Just get in rhythm, get in stride as you see him get out the gas a lot right there. He's going to go up and hit the wall.
This is not good for Sebas. He runs a 41.283, but I don't know if that's... No, he has one more. He's one more.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. Oh, wait, no, yes, he does. Yeah, he literally does. Yes, he does. He has one more.
He does? Okay, whatever.
Yes!
It said on the leaderboard, it says he has 4.
Did he get out of the gas? Yeah, because one of them is like a 22-minute lap.
Okay.
I think he was... I still think he was full throttle, though. Trying to sabotage Sebas's lap. That's not a very good owner activity. I think Sebas is sabotaging himself, though, as he hit the wall. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say this will solidly be last place.
So, I think as of right now...
Cross the line, a 41.429.
This might be worse than oranges.
As I'm going to do the math here. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to do the math here. As this lap, or this average, 41.577. So still better than orange.
41.577?
Yes, sir. 41.577.
All right.
Are we letting Cole qualify?
Yeah. So,
Cole Custier, a.k.a. Toxic Rays. Again, kind of in that Sebas category.
All right,
you know, not known as a talented driver, per se.
Where's his scheme at?
I don't know why he doesn't have a scheme on. We have to pull him down pit road for that.
Pull down pit road real quick.
Pull down pit road and get your scheme. The rankings right now, Arnieto, you are good for now. Orange is on the chopping block. I don't have the rankings. Mar has them.
I will
pull it down pit road.
Northern.
Actually, just this one's no. Stay on track.
Yeah, just
and then this will just be your warm up. This will just be your warm up. Yep. So this Sebastian, excuse me, Cole, he'll have another warm up lap because he did not have a scheme.
Anyways, let me announce the qualifying order right now. So Northern, 41.112, Two-Bopped, 41.124, Ancient, 41.152, Garth, 41.216, Tim, 41.248, Arnieto, 41.248, CTG, 41.278, Sebas, 41.577, Orange, 41.640.
Sebas apparently listening to Eurobeat to try to help him qualify quickly. I think that's a first. No comment. Oh no, Cole made a lag.
I'm not sure what happened right there.
Not too sure about that.
I think he lagged.
I don't know what happened to him.
Now he's pacing.
Lagging, trying to type it out.
All right, well, it looks like
he gets another warm-up.
Gotta do another warm-up lap.
You know what? It's okay. It's okay. It happens to the best of us. Cole had a little bit of lag there. You know, number 41.
So, have we confirmed that it is possible to pace on controller? Like, it's possible to enable the pacing button. Yes? Okay.
Yes? Okay, perfect. We will have pacing then.
We will do pacing then.
As I will say, Sebas is carrying a decent bit of speed here, and he hits the apron, kind of spoils it all. Or excuse me, Cole. I keep thinking it's Sebas. Because, you know, they kind of both suck. As across the line, 2:17, 2:18 for Cole.
That is his first lap, by the way. I do have to mention
that. No, that's his
first.
I thought that was another warm-up for him.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, that was a warm-up.
This is his first lap.
Sorry! I didn't mean it.
It's okay. I called him Sebast too. We all make mistakes. Rolling 217, 18, 19, 20, 21. Down into turn number 3 and onto the short chute. Looking solid here for Cole. 214 briefly. Right on that white line. On to the front straightaway for now his official first timed lap. Nothing holding Cole back now. 41.129. Not bad.
Not terrible
Not bad
at all.
all.
Yeah. You just got to stay consistent. And he is a driver in Bubbles IndyCar Series. So Cole has a good feel for these cars. And we say that he's, you know, not that good. But in this scenario, if he has any experience with these cars, I'd like to bet on him. I think that he might do pretty good this race. As you see him go 213 through the short chute.
Yeah, he had a lot of speed there, and you know, he can be good and he can be experienced, but we still know Cole is an aggressive and sometimes dirty driver. So I'm interested to see how that translates as he runs a 41.15. Very good for Cole right now. Into turn number 2, onto the back straightaway. Not carrying a ton of speed for Cole, but he's doing pretty solid so far. 218, 219, 20, 21, 22. Into turn number 3 with a great line. 214 down the short chute. Barely a scraping 215. Looking like another solid lap here from Cole. Could he be going for the pole position? We're going to find out here. Across the line, a 41.033 for Cole.
On his 3rd lap now.
4th, last lap.
Oh, 4th. Oh, my God.
It's okay. Cole into turn out of turn 2, onto the back straightaway. It looks like he was swerving for a second. Don't know about that one. 221, 222, very solid for Cole. Looking like he's going to go for the pole. And I've said in my career row racing against Cole, he is a qualifying demon. Now, I don't know how true that is. You know, it's just a thing I've noticed. But it might be true today. Across the line, last time lap, Cole is going to run a 49.66, or 996. Excuse me. That looks very solid as Cole, 41.077, top of the board for Cole Custer.
41.077, great qualifying for Cole.
And now I want to mention though, Cole's lap was tied for 4th for the fastest lap, but it wasn't about speed, it was about consistency. Did not run a lap worse than 41. So Cole to the top of the board.
All right, well then. No contested in Sky have yet to show any signs of life. And this means that we have 10 drivers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. 10 drivers so far.
Yeah, you just ping them. So neither of them seem to be...
I already did ping them while Cole was
Yeah,
qualifying.
neither of them seem to be online, so...
All right, well, looks like we'll have to start without them. So... Let's line up. Everybody join all drivers VC, and I'll drag you to where you need to be. VC-wise. So everyone join all drivers.
Do you have a be right back screen? This would be a great time to have a be right back screen with music. Okay, perfect.
run off the corner, Timson will probably win the championship.
And you're gonna be slow? You're gonna be slow?
Oh, let's go.
Hey y'all, it's racing day, so loud out here I can't hear a thing. Man, the fans are going wild. These drivers came to rock, and no place else but Fox knows how to do it NASCAR style.
Buggity, buggity, buggity. Let's go racing, boys.
Hey now, here we go, race day. Don't you be going slow. Keep that pedal down on the floor. Push it till the crowd can't take no more. Been here since the flag came down. Be here to the last lap around. Worked all week, it's time to play. Gonna get a little bit sideways. Here since the flag came down. Be here to the last lap around. Worked all week, it's time to play. Gonna get a little bit sideways.
Big crash to reckon behind the leaders. On the final lap. What a finish!
In my head I hear a million conversations. I'm spinning out, don't wake me up until the end. The river's flowing in denial, I can't fake it. I'm paranoid that all my thoughts are all my friends. Got blood in my chest, fire in my step. No sleep, no...
Welcome back to the Spotify Cup Series. Oops, I forgot I had shift lock on. Welcome back to the Spotify Cup Series Indy 500 Fun Race. I'm joined with Glitch, our mid-race reporter, and I have Bot, our co-host.
What up? What up? What up?
And it was about to get under pacing. We're going to probably do 2 laps, maybe 1 under pacing, see how things go. But let's get this race underway as... do not hit R while driving. Hit disables / enables pacing. Anyways.
So don't type. Tell him not to type in.
Continue pacing.
Well,
Go.
here we go. Starting to pace.
There we
Cole
go.
Custer on the pole. I can't say I'm not a little surprised. I know he has experience in these cars. Very consistent in that number 14 Honda for AJ Foyt Racing. You gonna say P2?
Hold on. Then you can get rid of pacing.
We'll wait for Mar to help.
It will be around the pit barrels. There
Yes,
we go.
people record. People record. Tell them people to record if they can.
Anyways, what were you saying?
I was just going through the field, starting off with your pole sitter, Cole Custer. I don't know if you have a graphic for this, but
Sadly, I do not have a graphic.
I don't think we expected
Oh
for
my
Cole
God,
to
what
be
is
up
Ancient
front.
doing?
As Ancient, he's getting his recording open, or his recording
okay.
open. We very appreciate everyone who's recording, by the way. And in second, Northern Railfan 611, number 3, Penske Shell V-Power Chevrolet. Right up to the back bumper of Cole. Northern, he struggled in practice, so I'm a little surprised he got up this far to P2. But a very solid showing from Northern Railfan. He's going to be aggressive immediately off the rip. Excited to see what he has in store.
Yeah, and I would go on TV cam. It's just I got to make sure that everybody's ready. So once we get going here, no, I got it.
Okay.
Did you just talk about Ancient, or did you just talk about
alternate? I just talked about Northern. So.
Oh, Northern. All right, 2 bopped. two-time Cup Series champion in the Spotify Cup Series, finds himself third. He set one of the fastest laps in qualifying. I honestly really like his odds to win this thing, but we're coming around turn 4. Anticipation is high. The second annual Daytona Indy 500 fun race about to commence as we got a car sliding on turn 3 or turn 4. Do not go. Adding a lap.
Here we go. Hey, this gives us more chance to talk about the drivers. In 4th place, Ancient in that Lotus number 22. Ancient, very solid driver. Made the championship 4 last season, a 2-win season during the Spotify Cup Series Season 4 Reborn. You know, Ancient, you know, he has flashes of talent sometimes. You know, sometimes there's races where Ancient is last and running terribly, and then there's races where Ancient is dominating. So I'm very excited to see what Ancient can do here starting in 4th place.
And in 5th, we got Garth. We'll probably see him drop back to the rear end of the field immediately. But Garth, he always finds himself somehow finishing these races. He'll chill at the back most of the race, trying to stay out of trouble's way. But then, once he gets to the end, he always ramps up. He gets up to the front, and he's contending for the win. We'll probably see that a lot today as well.
In P6 is... Oh, that's not Arniota. In P6, I'm trying to find who it is. Sorry. Timmy. P6 is Tim in the very similar deemed target car, number 10. Timmy is a very, very solid driver. He is tied for 1st in fun race total wins. I would expect to see him run very well today. There's a little bit of trouble there from Ancient, you know, just trying to, you know, get position underway. And yeah, Timmy, he's looking to take the lead today in fun race wins over Pug. So a lot at stake for that number 10 Honda.
What are you guys doing? Let Tubop in. There you go. All right, down the back straightaway. Arniota in 7th. He was one of the cars who actually practiced a little bit with the qualifying cars, and it's kind of a shocker to see him this far down in the lineup, but knowing Arniota, he'll definitely get up to the front. He's one of the most talented drivers in the field, I'd say. And behind him, we got CTG in the number 7 McAfee car. Struggled in qualifying. He'll probably stay near the back most of the day, but here we go. Attempt 2. Anticipation, once again, is high. 0 fans on their feet because there's none here.
Here we go, off turn number 4. Ready to get the green flag. This is the greatest spectacle in road racing as the engines roar onto the front straightaway. Ready to get the green flag. Cole will lead him to green as we are underway. Cole out front, the Indianapolis 500 later. What? Here we go. Green flag. 3 wide for the lead into turn number 1 already.
3 wide into 1. You got to be very careful as you see Garth immediately go to the back. Cole up front leading the field as they go 3 wide again through the short chute. Contact,
oh, no.
And there goes Ancient into the wall. He saves it. No damage on that car as Tim nearly slams into him. 3 wide down the back straightaway again with Arniota, Tubop, and Orange.
And wow, Tubop went through the middle there for that position. I want to mention, Arniota made an incredible 3 wide pass on the outside to get into 3rd place. Now he's dropped back to 4th as Cole takes a very early lead. Contact in the back in the wall, Orange in the wall. Contact with CTG.
Is that
lost the start finish line.
Progress onto lap 2. This race is probably going to be around 50 laps long. And let's see here. Tubop is on 9 laps. Let's see. What was Cole's lap on? Oh, I wonder if I can do this.
Oh, we should have left before we came back, but it's okay.
Never mind. I can't. All right. Well, whatever. It's fine.
This is lap 2.
Cole's on lap 2, so that means 52 would be... Oh, wait. Did we have a crash? I think we might have had a crash. No? Never mind. All right. The field's just really spread out.
Okay. Yeah, everyone's very spread out right now. People are, you know, trying to conserve maybe some gas, but I think more importantly, people are they're hesitating to, you know, push the pace. Tubop's AFK. We'll let him merge. If there's pitting, which I don't know how the fuel is, Tubop will have to pit with the leader. And out front, Cole got a very, very large lead to start the race, but Northern is chipping away at that in that slipstream. Obviously, your top 2 qualifiers, very fast. Is there push to pass, or is it just draft?
No, there's just draft, but the draft is massive. And you'll see Northern probably hit the wall a good amount too. I mean, the dirty air is
Oh no!
huge.
Orange, big wreck, loose wheel, contact. That's gonna bring out the caution, I believe.
Oh, orange.
Yeah, orange. He lost a wheel there. The caution is out. It'll be a race back.
I wonder what happened to orange.
Cole very, loose there. It's a race back. Northern, I don't know if he's just conserving some gas, but he's off the gas. As orange right there hit the wall, I think he made contact with, I want to say, Ancient. It was one of those black cars, and he just went straight up the track. Or, excuse me, up the air.
I haven't decided if we're going to do... It's one repair if you break the front wing or the rear wing, so... Track bump? Oh, okay, so that means orange is good then.
Going across the line. Uh-oh! Northern has a damage on the front wing.
What? Okay, well, I wonder what happened
Position
there.
2. Oh, and Sebastian just spun out and hit his front wing. Ancient damage too. Across the line. Northern has
said
damage.
He barely hit the wall. I'm not sure what happened.
Cars are going to come down pit road. Northern's going to have to go to the back.
I mean, I guess he just barely hit the wall. I'm not sure what happened.
Why are they not pacing?
I'll just take his... Yeah, they're pacing.
No, why are like Ancient and Sebastian and Timmy not pacing?
Because they got damage on their cars. They had to...
Oh, well, Timmy didn't. Oh, is it? Oh, wait, does fuel stay even if you respawn?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. So Northern's good. He'll be fine.
Go, Ancient.
Northern getting back to his position. As yeah, off that restart, you saw it got very, very chaotic right there. Northern and Cole were able to get away,
Bro,
but
what is Sabas doing?
I don't really know.
I think Orange is, no, never mind. He hit a track bump. Never mind. Orange hit a track bump.
Orange hit a track bump, so he is okay.
And everyone else is okay as well, I guess. And also, it was Northern got damage after the caution, so he's fine.
Cars are getting back up.
That's another rule that we have.
Yep.
But anyways, as the field paces and everyone tries to catch back up, we're going to take you to a commercial break. We'll be back for more Indy 500 racing.
As now Sabas will clear him.
Ain't never gonna stop. To the top, to the top. Ain't never gonna stop. Never gonna keep me down. Still the one that's standing now. Destiny is calling me. Go down in history. Every day I fight to be legendary.
watch this comeback.
Wow, this guy is
Bro,
trolling.
it's over. It's a comeback. It's a comeback. It's a comeback.
The biggest comeback in history right here. Crap.
Dude.
Nah, he
This is about to be caught. This is about to be caught on CCTV, bro.
Oh my gosh, he
Caught
got
live?
dogged on the
Caught lagging.
He's gonna win. No, he did that.
No.
He did that.
No. No. Oh.
No.
No.
He got the
No.
No.
He's so. Wait, no.
What is
Wait.
it? What was that?
He missed.
Oh.
He missed. It's out. Oh, here we go. Oh my God, this is it.
There's no way.
This is it. This is for the win.
That's it. For the win.
No, it's
Please
not.
don't.
No, it's not.
Why would he do that?
One more.
I know.
One more.
Bro, he's shooting.
Green.
He won.
No.
Welcome back to the Spotify Cup Series Indy 500 Fun Race. As you see, pit stops commenced. CTG in orange decided to stay out. You see 87 fuel for CTG, 97 for orange. Although, oh yeah, orange pit, but then stayed out.
Oh, you might want to TTB him.
Yeah, I did.
Almost got away with it. CTG, the only car to stay out, able to nab the lead. Cole, your race leader, in second. He was the first off pit road, followed by Northern, Arnioto, Garth, and Timmy.
All right, here we go. Second restart of the day. We saw how awful the dirty air was, but now off of turn 4. Here we go. Fanning out across the field.
Underway.
Green flag. Coming into turn 1 right here. You see 4 wide from Tubop. Aggressive move as Garth gets into the wall. He's checking up. Now as they dive down into turn number 1.
Right on CTG's back bumper. This is as close as I've been all day. Northern, Cole, Arnioto to the bottom. That's for third place.
Oh my goodness, you see Cole
into
into the wall.
Tubop contact 3 wide. Tubop through the middle. Wow, what a pass.
Oh no, crash at the back.
Oh, Timmy, big damage. I have no idea what happened, but he is not happy with Ancient. It is a race back.
And that might be a DNF.
Wow. CTG manages to hang on to the lead, but Timmy's car is destroyed on the back straightaway. Ancient, if you could send a clip, I would love to see that. Issues with them, and that's definitely a DNF for Timmy.
All right, let's take a look. See what happened here with Tim.
Ancient's gonna clip it and send it to us, or excuse me, our crew is going to get us a replay. Ancient, if you could send 3 wide, Tubop through the middle. Timmy not happy.
I got it.
For third place.
All right.
Oh, let me see this.
All right, let's see here. Let's go.
Did you make a replay screen?
I will make
like I told you to?
Right now.
Oh my god.
There we go. All right, let's take a look, see what happened here. Oh my goodness, you see Tim
contact 3 wide.
Oh my goodness, that is just not heads-up driving.
I'm looking back right now.
As not heads-up driving, you see it's
let's see, Timmy in the wall,
hold
Ancient.
on. Got this.
Oh, he just plowed right into the back of him.
See it coming out of turn 2. You see, look at the back right here. You see Tim and Ancient. Tim hits the wall, and then Ancient tries to go low. Tim kind of comes off the wall, but Ancient didn't even try to avoid him. He just slammed into him, and Tim slammed into the wall. His race will be over after that one.
Wow. Yeah, Tim hit the wall. Ancient got a big run. You know, Tim can be mad at Ancient. I would be mad at Ancient too, but Tim did hit the wall and lose all his speed. And it's not like the hardest maneuver ever, but oh, Ancient's spamming no. Timmy is done for the day. Some blood on Ancient's hands. So you guys pit road open this time or no? Next time.
Going off
Next
of
time.
Cole's lap, it is
Next time.
7 out of.
Oh my God,
God!
Northern.
Someone just hit the fucking.
Was pit road open?
I never said pit road.
Yeah,
was
that's what I was
open.
saying. I don't know why they went to pit. Well, everyone, don't pit. Don't pit. Oh my God, they're pitting. And Sebastian TTB. Sebastian TTB. Don't pit.
Okay, they went just right back out where they were.
Arnioto
They
and Garth
didn't
are
pit.
good. Sebas.
Sebas pit, right? So Sebas.
Yeah,
TTB.
Sebas did pit. Sebas TTV.
All right, there we go. So Tim's day is done. Pit road open this time. We are on lap. Cole had 3 laps to his name, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, now CTG, that kind of gamble worked for CTG because he has his track position. Now he can go down pit road with the lead. So a very good gamble there for CTG as Orange is sliding in the grass again. But yeah, that is the end of the day for Timmy. So that means we are down to 9 cars. Very unfortunate day or ending of the day for Timzu.
Oh my God, why can't I fucking think?
Well, you can only, Ancient's talking about repair. There are certain things you can repair. If you get like front wing damage or, you know, back wing damage, you can repair that. But if it's a wheel, I think you're done, right?
Yeah.
So like that was a extremely, you know, bad wreck. So. Do you have to take the access road onto like this?
Maybe we didn't do it last time.
They're advancing their position. Drop back. Just drop back. Okay, yeah. Arnioto and Garth getting back to their positions. Is Arnioto illiterate? Here we are. Pit road's open this time. Let's see how busy it is. Arnioto can advance his position. He is lifting back.
He is
to where he
back,
was.
yeah.
CTG looks like he's going to stay out again.
I mean, he
There's
has
no
a good
line.
amount of fuel.
Northern's out. Tubop stays out. Ancient stays out. Everyone else is in pit road.
Hopefully we
It's
can
a
have
busy-
a much cleaner start this time. Don't have to throw the caution immediately, but coming on to lap 9 out of 50 now.
Yeah, pit road very busy. Cole and Orange side by side. Which one of them's going to fold first?
I mean, it's gonna have to be Orange.
gonna have
He's
to
on
be
the
Orange,
outside.
yeah.
Cole going to the very last stall. But you see right here, Cole's actually
Cole
gonna get
wins
the
the
race
race.
off pit road.
Well, I mean, he was the leader into pit road. Cole beats Arnioto out.
And Sabas probably wants to be at the back, so going green this time.
CTG out front, Northern second, Tubop third. Watch for that car of Tubop's. He was real aggressive on those last 2 restarts. That number 12 might be trying to power his way to the lead.
All right, CTG leads the field. We've done most of the laps under pacing, but you know, this is kind of anticipated. These cars are very difficult to drive. Once this field gets spread out, it's going to be much easier to race. Once the cars slowly dwindle down, Tim already the first one to go. Who's going to be next?
Look
I
at
know
in
why
race day
Orange
news.
keeps-
In race day news, our
Oh my God,
oh my
Ancient
God,
almost-
Ancient dummy. Well, Ancient's gonna have to get back
Going
here.
green this time.
As our race day reporter Glitch had an interview with Timzu, where asked about the race.
If
Tim
you
said,
guys, I just want to
"Oh
say,
my God."
if you guys wreck while doing that, it counts.
Well, good thing he didn't wreck. He's just all the way back there.
Yeah, and we're still going green this time. I mean, that's Ancient's
You were green this
fault. You
time. I
shouldn't
don't know
be-
what he's doing. It's GTT.
It's green this time.
As I was saying, right before we go green, our in-race reporter Glitch had an interview with Timzu, where Timzu about the race said, "Race was good, stupid car." So that's about all he had to say about that. CTG coming off turn 4 will lead him to green.
And Ancient is just gonna file in at the back.
Bonehead move by him. Off turn 4.
Here we
Ready to go green. CTG first, Northern second. Tubop third. Pole pole sitter, Cole, back in fourth. The field's gonna fan out as a great launch from Northern. He timed it perfectly, right around the out. I mean, I don't know. It looks. I don't know. I thought that launch was good.
No, he jumped. I saw it. I remember. He lifted though. He's good.
Northern lifted. He's gonna be on the outside. CTG to the lead. Northern gets back in line in second. Oh, big wreck! Two bopped. Cole piled right in. Ancient spins out trying to avoid it. He is good. That is a caution?
I think yeah, it is a caution.
Are they all good?
I'm allow them to be good though, because Northern jumped the
Oh my god,
restart.
Sabat. Two Bop's good, he just had nose damage, and Northern is fine. Yeah, that's good, but that's gonna be a repair for Two Bop. Cole is good. Yeah, they're all good. As we come back to the line, CTG first, Northern second, Orange by a nose on Arnioto for third. That should be a repair for Tubopt, is what I would say.
No, everyone's good.
What? He had nose damage.
Because
Tubopt.
Northern had to lift, and that caused Tubopt to check up.
Okay,
went
we
right
are
back
all
down
good.
in front of him.
More laps under caution as we're gonna get ready. File back in. Pit road's gonna be open again. This time. You should probably say that in chat. Pit road, I'll just say it. Because everyone's here.
Yeah, pit road open.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, no one taken out there. Very fortunate, because that wreck looked like it could have gotten bad. Sebas stops on track for some reason. No, that's not a position back.
Spinning.
Wait, no, Northern it should be a, I said, yeah, no, just let Northern, no, it should be a position back, since it was, I mean, if going by the logic.
No, Garth's
Northern put his car back where it was, so. Oh wait, Northern was second anyways, never mind.
Yeah.
Whoopsie daisies, it was between two Bops, Pole. I think Ancient spun as a result of it too. Garth back there. I think Sebas hit him.
Yes, respawn.
He's okay though. Is pit road's open? We might have to say pit road closed, have him go around again. Actually, no, it should be okay. Two Bop's just gonna be a little far behind as Ancient carries him in. Pit road will be opened. Garth trying to get into his position once again. CTG will lead him on to pit road if he decides to come this time. I think he will.
I think he should. I mean, 80% fuel, but
this time he will.
No.
Oh no!
My God.
Oh my God, CTG! That's a DNF, or that's gotta be a DNF, right?
I'm telling him to respawn.
Oh, come on! Well, that Garth has nose damage. Don't really know how he got it. He's gonna have to respawn in pit road. And Cole stayed out, notably. So Cole will have the lead off pit road.
Cole,
Northern
gonna
be
CTG
second.
CTG can have his position back.
Northern is gonna be what? You're gonna give CTG's position back for that? I'd make him go to the back. I'd make CTG go to the back for that. Yeah. Come on now. CTG pitted? Yeah, then he's going to the back. Oh, or not. I don't know. Northern out front. I'm shocked Northern got no cosmetic damage from that.
No, he did.
Oh, he did? He had respawned? Okay. Some CTG, if that happens again to anybody else.
We are missing, I think, one.
Garth, but there he is. Garth's coming. So it'll be a green this time. If that happens again, though.
Oh my God.
It will, oh my God. Damage?
Nope, no one got damaged.
Okay, we're good. Are you sure?
Although...
Because, I know,
yeah,
two
no
Bops.
one got damaged.
No one got damaged, okay.
I keep telling people, if you do that, then it's a DNF. Like, if you wreck yourself while doing that.
Did I lag out?
No, you're here. I hear you.
Okay. Big lag spike. I think we're good, though. Yeah, we're good. We haven't got a lot of racing in, but I think we are on lap, if I'm correct, 13?
It is -4.
Lap 11.
And then you
Coming
just
on to lap
add
12.
one, so I guess it's -3.
So this is gonna be lap what, 12 or 13?
So this is lap 12.
So they fan out once again. Green flag underway. A great launch for Cole. Gonna peek to the outside of Northern across the line. Fanned out, 2 wide, 2 rows deep. Orange gonna go right behind that number 14.
I know it was a great start for Ancient, but he kind of moved around a little bit, lost his speed.
Ooh.
Going through turn 1, Arnioto, a risky move to the inside.
Wow.
2 Bob loose at the back, gets into the wall.
We stay green. Keeps it straight. Northern out front. They're 2 wide back there. Ancient and CTG. Sebas behind them.
And they're getting the
We
draft.
stay green. Look at that. A clean start for one. Single file onto turn number 3. Oh no, Cole right onto the bumper of Northern. He's gonna have to lift out big time and hit the wall.
Oh, contact there
Oh!
goes CTG. He
Oh,
slammed
no.
into Orange. CTG
he's
is
up and
upside
over.
down. More wrecking on the front
Well.
straightaway. Arnioto is involved. Ancient as well.
Caution's out. No race back. Wait, is it a race back?
I'll have to look at what happened.
We'll just say race back. We'll just say race back. Or no
Oh, I
race.
said
Never
no race
mind.
back.
Okay. Okay, no race back then. As I don't know what happened with Ancient and Arnioto, but I saw full clear what happened to CTG.
All right, I gotta look back.
Ran
see what
right
happened
into the back
here.
of someone. CTG ran right into the
It
back of
was
somebody.
Orange.
Up. Yeah, I thought it was Orange. Ran right into Orange's bumper.
Can
Up.
the stream load?
Over.
There we go.
On his halo. Actually, I don't really have a halo, but
I know. Yeah. So let's see what
yeah,
happens
that's gonna be
here.
it for CTG.
See what happened here. Let's grab this. Let's go window capture 2 and let's take a look. See what happened.
Oh, Mars.
Yeah, coming out of turn 3. Oh man. Let's take a look just one more time because I saw what happened to Orange. You see it coming into turn 3. Orange, he gets on the grass.
What happened to?
Has to check up a lot. Goes 183, taps the wall, and then CTG didn't really have nowhere to go. Kind of hit the back end of Orange's car, launched him in the air, started spinning, and then slammed into the wall.
What happened on
And then at the front, Orange didn't even try to check up for Arnioto, just slammed into him.
What was Arnioto's damage? Because Ancient has a broken
Arnioto
right
had
rear.
a tire down.
Same with Ancient. Is
Same
that a
with
repair?
Ancient. That would not be a repair.
That would be a DNF.
That would be a DNF.
So Ancient and Arnioto and CTG DNF'd. If that's the case.
So let me look at Orange's damage then, because I think Orange came away from that scot-free.
Yeah, Orange, yeah.
Orange, I think, had front wing damage. All right, well.
Wow, that's a triple
CTG,
DNF.
Arnioto, Ancient, DNF.
That is crazy, a triple DNF here. That puts us down to 6 cars, by the way. Orange seems to be the root cause of that. CTG, I shouldn't be a DNF. Oh, he's serious. As Orange's repair is done. I don't really know what's going on with Sebas. He is stopped on the track.
He is AFK, and he decided to stop on the fucking track.
CTG, pull it down. Tell him to pull it down pit road. Pit road closed. CTG, pull it down pit road. Yeah, I think... Oh, yeah, I thought Arnioto was going to retaliate against Orange, but it doesn't look like it. Oh, CTG will, though.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, and that's... You're good, Cole. You're good. CTG is going to... That's going to be probably a fun race ban for CTG.
Yeah,
that's going to be a pretty long suspension there from the fun race. As whoever got Cole, you're good. You don't worry about it. Get back to your position.
Yeah, he missed the corner. He missed the corner, that's why.
No, you don't get to. They don't get to be let back in because of that. No, they are out.
All right, well, I just realized I had the Opera GX still on. Oopsies. All right, anyways. We are now left with 6 cars in the field.
Yeah, the field is very thinned out. We had some big hitters too get eliminated. Arnioto, he was pretty solid. Ancient was good. And we are about a little under a quarter through the race.
Green this time.
Oh, they don't get to pit? They don't get to pit?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, pit road will be open this time, not green. It doesn't matter if it was on you or not. It doesn't matter if it was on orange or not. It's not a track bump. It's not lag. It was a driver error that caused it. That's just how it is. So they're going to have to suck it up. It's a fun race. And we have 6 cars remaining. That's just how it's going to have to be.
Mm-hmm. That's how it's going to have to be. Bot said it precisely.
Timeout CTG.
Coming to lap 16.
Look in general real quick more.
What?
Look in general real quick.
Okay.
Just going to, do a little fire control. Into pit road. Everybody's coming down. So, contact between Garth and Sebastian. Arnioto is still on pit road. Tell him to delete his car. Here we go. Wow, Garth beat Northern and Cole off pit. Oh, never mind. Yes, the pit. Whoops. Well, here we go. A little bit of a mistake from Orange. That's going to cost him all his track position. Northern wins the race off pit road. Cole second.
He ran a lot of laps under yellow. Orange is going AFK.
We have 5 cars out here.
Yeah, and I mean, this is just the product of this style of racing. The other,
you mean green next time, or?
No, we're going green this time if Orange is still AFK, but if he goes AFK,
oh, I
or
see.
if he comes back and we're on, like, I don't know.
Yeah. I get it.
But yeah, last season was definitely a lot better. Last Indy 500 fun race was definitely a lot better than this. I will say that with confidence.
Yeah. I don't know what it is, whether, driver quality or the cars.
It was just the cars.
Oh my God.
Those cars didn't have any, dirty air. Those cars were the same, even if you're still in draft.
Yeah, I think really the high draft is probably the number one cause of all this chaos, but Arnioto's still arguing over a fun race.
Is Orange trying to catch up?
But he's still arguing.
No,
with
Orange
them.
is still AFK.
Orange is, no, he's here.
He's not
here.
moving, though.
But he's arguing with Arnioto, very interestingly enough. So we're going to go green this time. Orange can merge.
Alright,
He's
here we
AFK,
go.
but he's typing, so I don't know what that's about, but...
Alright, green flag with 5 cars left in the field.
Oh my.
Let's see if we can finally get some green flag racing in. Most of the field has already wrecked out. But that doesn't mean this race won't be entertaining. Coming into turn 1.
Ooh, contact of it, maybe a little bit. Sebastian had to lift out. He was right on Tubop's bumper, but Cole is going to stay hounding the back end of Northern. about a car length and a half gap between the two. So I don't know if Northern knows how the draft works. Cole is going to peek to the outside. Northern going to defend his line. Side by side into 3.
Northern has the preferred line right here. You see Cole kind of have to get out the gas. Both of them had to as Garth slams the wall at the back, but will finally complete 1 lap under green.
Seems like the first time in forever. Here comes Cole. He can't make a move. Northern is just too defensive. He's going to have to try to get around the old-fashioned way on the top side. He might just do it. Side by side, in the wall goes Cole. They're still door to door, wheel to wheel, onto the back straightaway. Northern is able to clear and get the position.
Sabas taps the wall at the back, but here comes Tubot, making it a 3-man battle for the lead.
Oh, Cole gonna look to the outside again. Northern just gonna run that easy defensive line, but it's gonna get interesting with Tubop. The crossover move, to the bottom goes Cole, side by side for the lead, and off turn number 4, new leader, that number 14.
The pole sitter for this race in Northern back there in second. He's trying to dive it down to the bottom. Will Tubop follow in tow?
And Northern was able to get there. Tubop gonna try to make it a 2-for-1 special. To the bottom. There he goes, side by side for second. That's gonna allow Northern to maybe get away a little bit. I don't know.
Oh,
Cole in the wall. And after Sebastian the wall in the back. Garth is heavy off the gas. He is fuel saving. So if Orange comes back, by the way, he is going to have to hit if somebody else does. It's Cole in the wall again. Northern able to get by Tubop there. Or actually, I think Tubop went for the pass. I'm not sure. But Northern out front. Tubop second. Cole third. So what lap are we on, Mar?
This would be... So, oh, boy.
Yeah, big check up there from Tubop. Cole now going for the front.
Garth's laps. It would be 22... You do -4, that would be 18, so we're on 19 out of 50.
19 out of 50, almost 20 laps into this endeavor. Cole out front, Northern looking for the lead. He's going to dive to the bottom. Northern trying to get the position. Cole able to clear with that momentum. That was a great defensive line there from Cole. And now Tubop looking to take second over from Northern.
And you saw Cole have to get on the brakes right there. Northern got on his inside and didn't really give him a lot of room. Kind of missed the corner a little bit.
Orange saying he wants to give Arnioto a spot back. Unfortunately, that's not how this thing works. Unfortunately, the caution actually wasn't thrown yet. But they're finding a loophole, so Arnioto going to be able to get back in this race. Orange giving up his position. Oh, contact with Northern and Cole! I cannot believe they didn't wreck! Wow! Northern checked up. Cole got right onto his back as Cole's in the wall. Contact again. Tubop now to the lead, and here comes Northern with a huge head of steam.
Coming into turn 3 this time, you see him down the front straight away. Northern side by side for the lead with Tubop. So now here comes Cole blazing through the bottom. Gets around Tubop, and now let's see if he can find a way around Northern Railfan in the 3 Pennzoil Penske car.
Right now, it looks like a 3-horse race, but watch out for Sebast. We know how powerful this draft is. He could catch up anytime as the number 14, AJ Foy Honda, goes to the lead.
Oh, Cole tapped the wall a little bit right there. Northern has to go back down to the bottom. Contact is made. They go wheel to wheel. Northern will relinquish the spot down the front straightaway. Let's see if Tubok can make a move here.
Can Garth merge? I think Garth is fuel saving. I don't think he's trying really to, you know, Garth isn't merging. No.
He's lagging, apparently.
I mean, it looks like to me he's fuel saving the entire time. So, yeah, he is. It looks like I don't know, he's going to merge anyways. Garth is on, what, 86 fuel, 83? Maybe not. Maybe I was wrong. Cole looking to the outside of Northern. Wow, that is a power move. Almost able to clear. And he will. Around the outside went Cole.
Wow.
Phenomenal move. Not going to last. Northern going to go to the bottom as Cole. He's not been as aggressive as I thought he would. You know, usual Cole would have went to block that, but Northern now to the point. Tubop's also lifted out of it, not trying to make it 3 wide anytime soon.
Cole forcing his way around the outside. This time it didn't work, but he was right there. Northern had to go straight back down to the bottom after he realized Cole is on his outside like that. But here comes Tubop. These cars are going to have a big run. They're, contact.
Oh my,
Tubop.
bump trapped. Tubop trying to give a push to Cole. It's going to cost both of them. In the wall goes Cole. It's going to allow Northern to eke his gap out a little more. Arnioto merging. Again, he will have to pit. By the way, Arnioto will have to pit if somebody else does. And Garth will merge as well. I think. He's like going 140. I thought he was going to merge, but...
He's on the back stretch. He's just waiting to get up to speed. Arnioto's also trying to get up to speed now. Let's see. Who's leading? Is it Cole? No, it's Northern. All right.
It is Northern Real Fan. Garth going to get back up to speed. Arnioto is still in drafting range. So we are good. We have our full field of 6 coming in. We're going to see some very competitive racings very, very soon. But for now, the gaps are pretty large here. Northern out front. Tubops and Cole at the wall, but Cole's going to maintain a lot of momentum. To the bottom goes Cole. That's for P number 2.
You saw Tubop kind of get in the wall right there. And the one thing about Northern is that if you kind of... I'm noticing that he kind of goes right down to the pit wall to kind of break the draft. But the problem is, if you turn that car too much, you're actually going to lose a little bit of speed down the front straightaway. You're not going to gain as much ground on the cars behind you as you think you will. Guys, I'm not sure what Arnioto's doing.
Arnioto, he wrecked while he was merging, so...
Oh.
This big run for Cole. He's going to lift out of it, though. Try to set up a pass maybe on this front straightaway. Very wide in the wall for Cole. Arnioto going to merge again. Cole just trying to get that draft. Tubopped back in third. He's kind of off the pace a little bit.
And he's breaking the draft a lot, but you saw that. He's not going as fast into turn 1 as you would if you were to just keep that straight line speed. So, it kind of brings up the question. Is it worth trying to break the draft as hard as Northern is doing right now?
I'd say, though, as the draft is very, very high, so it might be worth it, as Cole going to have a huge head of steam. Northern going to block the bottom, but we saw Cole can get around the top. He might be able to clear here. He will! Around the outside, but Cole's in the wall.
Contact!
Northern contact. Uh-oh! That could have been better.
Oh, no, there goes Northern!
Contact!
He saved it! Oh, there goes Cole as well!
Oh, he's in pit road. Oh! Caution! Not a race back. That might be it for Cole Custer. He wrecked by himself. That might be it for Cole.
And I think that's it for Cole. How awful
Wow.
that is.
That is unfortunate for Cole. Sebas wrecked too.
How did Sabas wreck?
How did Sebas wreck? He's pulling into the garage. We didn't even give him a chance. What is he doing? He's pulling in the garage.
Oh my god. He's
so
done.
bad. Oh my, we're out with 4 cars.
Alright, let's take a look and see what happened here.
Cole. Come on, buddy.
Let's take a look, see what happened here.
I think that's going to be it for Cole, too.
I mean, it could have been a wall fling. That's the only thing that's really going for him.
I don't think it was a wall fling.
Yeah, Northern, I mean...
Yeah.
So you're on board with Northern. Cole gets into the wall. Northern gets into the wall. And then Northern makes contact with Cole. Then you see it. Cole just kind of didn't give him room. Northern was too shallow. Great save from Cole. And that actually was a wall fling, I think.
Let me look back.
It looks like it because Cole hits the wall with the right front. And then his car essentially just spins straight to the infield.
Figure it out. I will say that's kind of a bonehead move there from Northern.
Yeah,
it's the wall. Cole. It's not a wall fling. That's just the angle he hit.
He wasn't even trying to get on the brakes.
I know. That's not a.
It looks like a wall fling.
I don't think that's a wall fling. I think that's just a bad angle. Cole hitting the wall.
I don't know what Arnioto's doing.
Well, Cole, I don't know why they're in pit road.
All right. Well,
we're down to. Are we gonna let Cole come back in?
Somehow we never realized, or we never saw Sabas.
Did you get it on camera? Did you get it on camera?
I'm not sure. I want to see how Sabas wrecked.
Gonna see if I can see it on your replay.
Yeah, no, there's no... How did Sabas wreck?
Trying to figure that out.
No, down to 4. This is atrocious.
It's just bad racing.
Wait, Sabas can race because he has a repair.
But he had the wheel. He has 2 wheels were knocked out, Mar. That's not. You can't repair wheels.
Fine. I thought it was just the front.
Trying to look at Sebas. What happened to him? Yeah, I have no idea.
I'm not doing DNFs. Like, okay, well, sorry, I said that wrong. We do DNFs just because if there's no DNFs, then people just race like there's, you know, nothing to lose. Well, if you do DNFs, people want to stay in the race, so they race a little bit differently.
Are you letting Cole back in?
Why?
You said it was a wall thing.
It looked like, I think it was just, well, you said a bad angle. He hit it at a
wrong angle. He just hit it at a bad angle. I'm pretty sure that's just what it was. He just hit it at a bad angle. Yeah, let's lower the laps. What lap are we on?
Basing it off of Garth. Once again, it would be 38.
He's on 31, 28.
Sorry, 28 out of 50.
You want to put it down to 40?
Yeah, we'll do 40 laps.
Okay. Everyone down pit road. Looks like Northern's going to beat Tubopt out. We'll see how he fares with... Oh, Arnioto merged, so he has more fuel. I think. Yeah, Arnioto, he knows. He understands.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Arnio understands. Garth also merged, so... Oh, but he missed a stall anyways, so... It's going to be a 4-car dash to the finish. There, okay. Glitch finally reporting on the drama. Our co-race reporter. You have the footage? Okay, Sebas is gonna show me his footage of him wrecking. I don't really know what happened there, but... Glitch reporting on CTG. I'll read it off, but it's gonna have to be a little blurred. CTG, quote-unquote, said, "Bleep you, Orange, retire from bleeping suck." So some expletives there from CTG.
All right, well...
After his wreck.
This is, we're on lap 29 out of
40, shorting.
Or 40.
Sebas
So
on his interview.
With, okay, so, yeah, 11 to go.
It'll be 11 to go when we cross the line. I just want to say our in-race reporter, Glitch, got an interview with Sebas. Sebas said, "I don't know, man, pushed the car too much, hit the wall, got stuck." Unfortunate there, single car crash from Sebas. Glitch demanding a higher payroll.
1 laps to go.
11 laps to go.
Together to get a number. I hate Roblox. Oh my god.
Yeah, well, he could just say it,
Bruh.
though. Glitch said it. As here we go, it's green this time. 4 cars, they'll fan out. Northern, Tubopt, Arnioto, and Garth. It's gonna be a dash to the end. Everyone's good on fuel. Green flag back underway. 11 laps to go when we cross the line. This time, Northern Railfan out front.
Diving it down into turn number 1, you see side by side back there, Tubopt. 4 cars are made in this race. We started with 10, had a 3-car DNF, then had a 2-car DNF. A lot of stuff happening early on in this Indy 500. Shaping out to not be as good as the one that we had last season.
I mean, it should still be a dramatic finish. 4 cars in a blanket with 10 to go. And we know how heavy this draft is. Big run for Tubopt. Gonna check up.
Oh!
Big mistake from Northern. There goes Tubopt to the lead.
And contact between Arnioto and Northern. Garth falling straight to the back as Northern slams the wall just like Cole did, but did not go spinning to the infield.
You just want to put some stakes out here. Arnioto is the only driver in this field looking for their second fun race win. Everybody else is looking for their first, as Tubox has a huge gap out the short chute into 2.
Yeah, you look at it on board with Tubox on that rear camera. You see way back there's Arnioto, but just wait, Arnioto's going to catch up due to that draft.
Look at Arnioto, 229, 230 into turn 3. That draft is very heavy, and just you wait, because I think Northern and Garth are all going to have a shot at this win.
Out of turn 4. Down the front straightaway. Just watch Arnioto's speed right here. Already so much faster than Tubox down the front straightaway. 230. He's going to have to get off the gas. And he perfected that corner. That was a perfect corner from Arnioto. Although just got off the gas a little bit right there too. You could have gone full throttle, I'd say.
Arnioto, very talented, probably already picking up this setup. He has laps on it too. And now the gap that was so large just a lap ago is now down to about a car length as Tubox makes a mistake. Arnioto to the front for the first time tonight.
And that's what you call pressure right there. Tubox found the pressure from Arnioto, made a mistake, but now diving it down to the bottom. Where will Northern come in?
Oh, they are
Garth is in
wheel
pits.
across the line. Garth is pitting, might be parking it due to lag.
I think he hit the...
Well, I mean, he's fine. There's no speeding, so he's okay. As, yeah, that's going to take him out of the race, though. He's going to need a caution. As now it is a 3-car race for the lead here. Arnioto, Tubox, and Northern.
Yeah, Garth back on track now. He's just going to have to bank for a caution, but I don't think this is really going to happen. And by the way, we will probably do one more fun race, probably with NASCAR truck cars at Daytona. Those will have repairs, by the way.
Are we doing it?
I don't know, sometime soon.
We have to do predictions, too. Oh, God. How many laps are left?
See here, basing it off of Garth, 36 minus 4 plus 33 out of 40.
33 out of 40, so 8 laps to go on the back straightaway. We're, I guess, 7.5. Tubox with a lead, but we know how fast leads are gone here at Indianapolis. Tubox, Northern looking for their first fun race win. Arnioto looking for his second. It'll be 7 to go, crossing the line this time. Things are going to start to heat up. Drivers are going to start to get more aggressive. We might see a ton more dive bombs. Tubox swerving to break the draft into turn 1. The gap is now down to about 3 car lengths between him and Northern.
Into turn 2 right now, Naruto, oh my god. Tubox still has the lead. Northern chasing him down in second place right now. You see Arnioto back there subbing in for Orange. He is in third. And Tubox, I'm pretty sure, is still looking for his first fun race win. Same with Northern.
As yeah, now it's gonna be sort of like a 2023 or 2024 Indianapolis 500 kind of thing. When do you want to make this pass? Do you want to be in the lead on the last lap? I say no. I do not want to be leading. I want to be second on the back straightaway. As here we go to the bottom. Northern Railfan 6 to go into turn number 1.
And it's also all about just timing your moves.
That was a very good pass there from Northern, but now he's in the lead. He's in the, he's like a sitting duck. Look at the run Tubox gonna have onto the back straightaway. Is he gonna be able to make a move? Northern all the way down. Tubox trying to dive down, not able to get there. As here comes Arnioto. Not gonna make this. Probably a wise, move not to dive it under Tubox there. We still have a lot of time. Northern out front off turn number 4.
5 to go for Northern Railfan. Let's see if he can pick it up, but Tubox, he's got a huge run. And that's what it is, Northern. He's just turning too much down the straightaway. He's trying to break the draft. That's causing him to lose straight line speed as you see Tubox in the wall.
Tubox had to check up a lot. Northern took his line away. I don't think Tubox expected Northern to run that defensive of a line. But here we go. I'm sure Arnioto's not really going to try to pass Tubox here, or maybe he will. Peaks to the bottom, peaks to the top, not able to get anywhere. The gap that was so large, now down to just 3 car lengths as Tubox in the wall. Arnioto now, he's in the catbird seat. Tubopt is in third, but Northern still hanging on to the lead. 4 laps to go across the bricks this time.
4 to go. You see it side by side right here. Arnioto had to get way off the gas.
Yeah, Tubopt with a big dive to the bottom for second. He's going to have a ginormous run on Northern here on the back straightaway.
Northern's just going to keep breaking the draft.
Oh, but look at the run. Where's Tubopt going to go? He's going to look high. Northern's just going to let him have it. Arnioto's into the mix too. Now they're all under a blanket. Side by side for second. I don't know if that's really where you want to be. Tubop's going to lift out of it. Arnioto's going to have to lift out of it. They're both up the track. Northern, 3 more laps till victory for him. Is he going to be able to hold him off? 3 to go.
Coming into turn 1 right now, Arnioto side by side with Tubopt for second. He's going to take second place away, and they keep swapping positions back there. At some point, you're going to have to realize, hey, we're not going to be able to contend for the lead if we keep doing this. We got to try to get up to Northern. Tubopt,
craziest. Sorry.
And Tubopt, he's just going to have to realize, hey, I can't pass Arnioto. We just have to get up to Northern. Be a little bit patient. You still got 3 to go. It's contact right there between Arnioto and Northern.
No, but look at that. Tubopt to the bottom of Northern for the lead. He's going to have to lift out of it, though. Northern able to clear. 3 cars, 1 win. They're all under a blanket. 2 laps to go, and then the Indianapolis 500.
Side by side coming into turn number 1. Tubopt team might be able to pull a crossover move. You see it right there, but he couldn't do it. Into the short chute, and now into turn 2.
Those are teammates, by the way. Northern and Tubopt. Tubopt gonna get right up to the bumper. He's gonna peek to the eye side. I don't know if he wants to be there, but look at the speed. Tubop's gonna carry, looking to pass around the outside. The Penske cars side by side for the lead.
And Northern, great defense from him down the back straightaway. White flag here at Indianapolis. One more time around.
Here they come to the bricks. We come to the white. 3 cars, 3 wide for a second. They're gonna lift out of it. Tubopt on the top side. Northern running the defensive line, looking for his first career fun race win. He's in the wall. Tubopt had a chance, but he's not gonna take it. Onto the back straightaway for the final time.
This is a great opportunity for Tubopt right here. He's just gonna have to get the run and pull it to the outside. Here it is, attempt 2, down the back straightaway.
Into turn 3 and 4. Is he going to be there? Side
contact, there they go!
Wreck! Northern backs. Through goes Arnioto. A spectacular move. And off turn 4, the teammates are going to screw each other over. We have a third. Arnioto, for the second time, wins the fun race in the Brickyard, or in the Indianapolis 500. Wow.
Contact in turn 3.
Together. That is a teammate. I am flabbergasted the teammates would do that. Wow, and Arnioto, his second career fun race victory.
And only one of these are going to happen a year, an Indy 500 fun race, and Arnioto's going to win it.
My lord.
What a battle. Yeah, what a battle that was to the end. Tubop's got a little aggressive, kind of, I think, squeezed Northern down to the bottom.
What year are these cars?
2011. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the replay right here. That was an insane battle to the finish.
Wow. That was cinema.
Let's go back. Let's go back. Why not take it at 2 to go? Let's take it at 2 to go. All right, well, this is 3 to go. That works, though. All right, let me...
Wow, what a finish.
So here we go. 3 to go. Down the backstretch right here. You see, this was what I was talking about. You just got to be a little bit patient. And as I said that, Arnioto, Tubopt, they catch up to Northern. Northern kind of makes a mistake right there. Kind of goes up into Arnioto. Tubopt goes down to the bottom. Yeah, he just didn't get the run off. I think he just let off a little bit too much right there. Now here it is, 2 to go. This is when it really ramped up. You're going to see Tubopt pull one move to the outside right here. Exactly what he did on the back straightaway. Got side by side with him and then tried to pull the crossover move. Perfect move from Tubopt. Just didn't get the run off. Didn't get the run that he was looking for. But then right here, This is what I want to talk about right here. Look at this. Did the same thing on the white flag. Right behind Northern. Just didn't have enough space. Pulled it up to the outside. Just didn't get the run that he was looking for. Still went a little bit faster than Northern coming into the corner. But Northern had the dominant line. Now you see Arnioto back there. He's definitely being aggressive. He's trying to find spots where he can go. But now coming out of turn 4 to the white flag. This is where it got chaotic. You see Tubop once again pulled a move he made down the back straightaway. He's trying it again. Just went a little bit too slow. Northern slaps the wall right there. And I think that's what kind of ruined it. Northern doesn't touch that wall. He's going to get a pretty good gap. And I think Tubop probably would have been able to pull a clean move. You see him not as close as he was, but then boom, pulls out of line right there. Side by side coming into turn 3. And then this is where it happens. Northern hit the grass, came up into Tubop, wrecked the car. And Arnioto squeezes by on the bottom. Let's take a look at that just one more time.
Oh, spectacular pass right there from Arnioto. The two teammates got together, able to avoid the trouble. Wow.
Just looking back at it one more time. You see Northern on the bottom, Tubop on the top. And Northern just gets in the grass, just gets tight, goes up into Tubop, and Tubop left a space there. And I think if that doesn't happen, Tubop would probably be able to squeeze by on the outside like we saw Cole do earlier on in the race. Then Tubop slams the outside wall. And out of turn 4, Arnioto, Indy 500 winner.
And let's get your Indy 500 winner up to the booth for an interview. Welcome, Arnioto. Congratulations. As he's not coming up yet, but okay. Arnioto, hello. Oh my God. Congratulations. A thrilling battle to the end. Just take us through those, that last lap, the contact with the teammates.
Tim's doing really bad stuff to me right now.
Okay, just take us through, that last lap, avoiding the wreck, the teammates getting together, being in third for that battle. Just walk us through those events.
I sat back and I knew that you don't have to be right behind someone to get speed. And so I just sat at the top, and then I hoped Northern would make a mistake, and he did, and I took advantage of it. And switched up to the inside, and barbecue chicken from there,
Barbecue chicken.
Anyways, there's Arnioto, your Indy 500 winner. We also got some footage from Sabas's wreck. Apparently, he just tapped the wall and then spun himself out. Oh my God. Yeah, apparently he just tapped the wall, lost the front wing. Honestly, a pretty big letdown of a race, but
yeah,
it was pretty fun. We'll do one more.
It was a fun finish.
By the way, if we do the NASCAR Truck Series one, everybody is going to be in first person cam, because that's how the cars work. So I'm not sure if we do that. We might have to find a different game, but all in all, I want to get a good fun race in. I think I may do one more in the coming days. But other than that, thank you everybody for watching. This was a very long...
Predictions in VC.
Well, I'm not going to be able to do it.
I'll do them.